The news this hour. If you are in Delhi NCR, you would know this isn't a good morning at all. The region is choking yet again, and that is our top focus. With Delhi's air quality index a notch short of entering the severe plus category, a central panel on Thursday directed authorities to ban the plying of four-wheeled diesel light motor vehicles in Delhi and adjoining NCR districts. The entry of trucks into the capital is a part of the anti-pollution measures under the final stages of the Graded Response Action Plan. The Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai has called high-level meet today to discuss implementation of curbs under GRAP. Meanwhile, amidst the increasing pollution level, the Noida administration has announced mandatory online classes for students from class 1 to class 8. Schools are also advised to conduct online classes for 9 to class 12 students. No outdoor activity is being allowed in schools. So that's the situation as far as Noida is concerned. But in Delhi, the government is yet to take a call. Meanwhile, the matter is knocking at the doorsteps of the judiciary as well. Let's listen in to what Delhi residents, NCR residents are saying.
QI level in Delhi is so poor because of the stubble burning happening in Punjab. The number of stubble burning happening last year has increased this year comparatively, and that is why I say that the state government of Punjab should be liable for this, and that is why I have requested Supreme Court to bring chief secretaries of these states to the court and ask them why there are stubble burning still happening in these states.
You know, when we talk of stubble burning, it's blamed that it's the most biggest cause and the biggest contributor to the pollution, that especially in the national capital, because the neighboring states of Haryana and Punjab are indulged into it. But a lot of times Supreme Court has asked for a redressal mechanism, alternate mechanism to be given to the farmers, but then there is nothing that is happening. So how do you think that your petition would help there?
I guess the issue lies in the point that Arvind Kejriwal, who is the Chief Minister of Delhi and de facto Chief Minister of Punjab also, has made various claims last year and previous to that there are solutions of stubble burning and state could actually control that. But if you go through the data, you will know that 22% has increased in Punjab alone with regard to stubble burning. So I guess completely failure of the state government and administration, and that is why I feel that if Supreme Court asks them to do something, they will have to do it. Point number 2, that there should be more public transport, and if you go through Delhi's condition, there are rarely any smoke towers, and in fact the DTC buses has also been reduced. So I guess these are the points which I have mentioned before the court, and I am very hopeful that Supreme Court will definitely pass a very correct order in order to reduce the pollution in Delhi.
Last and final question before I let you go is carpooling or odd even scheme. Do you think that they would be beneficial, and then that should also be a measure?
I guess they are very short-term solutions. For example, carpooling, or for that point, banning firecrackers. I guess these are not issues. The main issue, the main reason for pollution in Delhi currently is because of stubble burning. Stubble burning is happening in Punjab, happening in Haryana. Why state government should not be made responsible for these things? And if you compare Punjab and Haryana has shown a reduction of 30% of the stubble burning. However, Punjab has increased 22%. So I guess these are the problems. If you remove stubble burning, there are no air pollution in other states. So I guess these state governments are responsible. That is why I have personally requested the court to summon those chief secretaries in order to actually comply with the court order, because Supreme Court's order has been very clear. Stubble burning should be banned completely.
So this was Advocate Shashank Shekhar Jha speaking to us and clearly saying that the chief secretaries of Punjab and Haryana should be summoned and answers should be asked as to why stubble burning has actually not been stopped, or a redressal and in fact a reparative measure has not been given out into this particularly. I am Anand Bhatnagar with video journalist and Satish for CNN News 18.
Ananya Bhatnagar there was in conversation with the petitioner who's reached the doorsteps of the Supreme Court seeking an urgent hearing as far as the Delhi pollution matter is concerned. And the petitioner there saying that burning of stubble must be stopped, there must be directions given, and the Chief Secretary or the concerned bureaucracy in the state of Punjab, in the state of Haryana must be held accountable. All this talk of banning Diwali crackers, talks of shutting down schools are temporary measures. That is not the real answer to the problem. That is what the petitioner has argued. I'm hoping Ananya will be with me in a bit. Okay, Ananya, since you're joining us live, let me begin by asking you, the petitioner is making a strong case for holding accountability in Punjab and in Haryana, but has the court expressed its mind in any way?
Well, Runima, not at this point of time, because remember, it's only the mentioning that has taken place today on 10th of November when the Supreme Court would be hearing this matter. There might be some kind of a directions that are given to the state government, especially to the states of Haryana and Punjab, because remember, they are the neighboring states to the national capital. And a lot of the pollution that comes in is from stubble burning, is from the pollution of the industries that come in from the state. Only the national capital's industry, but then the industries of the neighboring states as well. And another very important aspect is that from 6th to 8th of November, the climate is going to change, the wind directions are changing, and that's the reason why it's being feared that the situation might worsen. And that's the reason why Mr. Jha has approached the topmost court of the country, seeking not only redressal mechanisms when it comes to stubble burning or the other contributors to the air pollution in the national capital, but also sought other measures like the closure of schools and to switch completely to, in fact, the online mode. In fact, it also sought that offices which can operate virtually shall continue to do so that the vehicular pollution is lowered and people do not go out of their homes and breathe the air that is contaminated, that is polluted. So a very important matter reaching the Supreme Court. And remember that not only this year but every year at this point of time when Delhi is choking, in fact, the matter is brought before the Supreme Court of India and strong observations come in from the topmost court of the country, and in fact a slew of directions are always issued. In fact, a very important aspect that has been raised by Shashank in his petition is the non-compliance of earlier directions of the Supreme Court, wherein it had asked for a mechanism to be given out to the farmers in place of stubble burning. A mechanism should be given out to them, alternate should be given out to them of stubble burning. However, a similarity of it could not be achieved, and we still see that cases of stubble burning happen, burning happens, and then the air gets choked. In fact, not only this, but other factors also contribute to it. We might see that in some time there would be announcement of an odd even scheme by the Delhi government like every year. So these are something which happens every season, and definitely we'll see as to what happens on the 10th of November.
So 10th of November is still a few days away. Till then, what happens to Delhi? Because right now, breathing in this air is choking you. You can feel that irritation in your throat. You can feel that throbbing sensation in your head. And Akash has been, braving this toxic air since morning, speaking to people in Delhi NCR who have been affected. Akash, what is the view that you got from Delhi residents? You've been speaking to them since this morning.
You see, Arunima, we know that the air quality is in the severe category, and talking about this category, so it is.
Sorry, Akash, I had to cut you short. Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, is addressing a press conference. I can see him on air with Bhagwant Maan, Punjab CM. Let's listen in.
इसके कई सारे पहलू हैं। मैं सबसे पहले आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूं कि ये समस्या केवल दिल्ली की नहीं है, ये पूरे नॉर्दर्न इंडिया की समस्या है। पूरे उत्तर भारत में दिल्ली, चरखी दादरी, रोहतक, भिवानी, गुड़गांव, बहादुरगढ़, जींद, मानेसर, नोएडा, ग्रेटर नोएडा, गाजियाबाद और राजस्थान में भिवाड़ी, इन सभी शहरों में हवा सीवियर कैटेगरी में है। जितनी खराब दिल्ली में उतनी खराब इन सभी शहरों में है।